Hello adventure groupies to another What's My Gadget? Instead of what's my line, what's my gadget? Well, I got this box here. Let's see what's in it. We got some wire clips, wires, screws. We have a pair of, hey, this is pretty nice, wire crimpers and cutters. And a box with wires. And the box says it is a SoftStartRV. And there's also instructions that come with it. You might be asking, why the heck do I have a SoftStartRV box?
Why do you have a SoftStartRV box?
Thank you, audience. I'm glad. Audience participation. Because the generator, when it starts, it pulls a high amount of current for a few milliseconds, and that wears down the motor. So with the SoftStartRV, it brings the motor up slowly so the current draw does not have a high inrush, and at the same time makes your air conditioning unit last longer. Now you might ask, is this approved for a Truma air conditioning unit?
Is it approved for the Truma air conditioning unit?
Great question. Yes, it is, because Truma just started promoting these. In fact, the new Truma air conditioning units will have these installed. They're going to be SoftStart Trumas, but this one we're going to have to add it, retrofit it. So
They wouldn't add it with their checkup?
Nah, they would have charged me. Yeah, you can get this, and I'll show you on the video screen here the price of the SoftStart switch, and then to have somebody install it. But because your husband has an electrical background, whoop whoop, I'll be able to install this. Now, two things can happen. It'll all work out great, or you're gonna see me get electrocuted. Or worst case, turn things on fire. So anyways, let's see what happens. I'll take you up on the roof and we'll go from there. The amperage pull right now on Frankie is about 2.1 amps, and the wattage is about 242 watts. And this is a device I have hooked up on the electrical cable from a 20 amp service to Frankie. So I'm going to turn on the air conditioning unit and see how many amps it does pull. With the air conditioning on, we're running about 10 amps inside of Frankie. And the wattage is 1,200 roughly. So with the air, we're just pulling about 10.1 amps. Before you do the conversion to the soft switch for the RV, it says to turn off power. So you want to turn off your battery disconnect to store, and I also would turn off the solar panel, and then I go down to the electrical panel and then just flip those switches to off, and now everything is dead up there. And then when I'm done, I just flip those switches back on and then turn on my solar panel. Let the games begin. Here's the project. We got the pet pool ready. We got the pets ready. And I got my ladder ready to climb on the roof with my tools.
Light right there, didn't we?
What light? Nope, that light, it's a light. We just never use it. And the first thing we're going to do is take the cover off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, plus 2 in the back. So that'll be our next thing, take off the cover. The 2 back screws on the cover are short screws, and the 6 in the front are the longer screws. The next item that we got to remove are these screws right here, so we can move this styrofoam cover. Okay, so the cover's off, and now we're looking straight into the unit, and they're saying that this is the spot that you want to hook up your soft start, and here's your wires over here. A couple of things you'll have to do is you'll have to remove some screws on this case so you can get to the printed circuit board, and then here is the capacitor that he's talking about on the wire diagram to also tap into, and it's a plastic cover that comes off the top. And if you go to the SoftStart website, they will give you a set of drawings to follow to do this conversion. And if you feel uncomfortable, you can call their hotline and they can talk you through it. So this yellow wire, when I put it on a crimp on it, it will go on that terminal from the drawing on the one with the white wire that has Herm on it. You can see the lettering right there, so that's where the yellow wire is going. I took the red wire from the unit, crimped the connector on there, stuck it in there, and then this is the wire I pulled out. This will go back to the soft start unit wire brown, and I still have to hook up the blue and the blue, but I've got the capacitor done, and I'll put the unit back together. It wasn't that difficult. The only thing I want to recommend is, I know they give you a set of wire strippers and crimpers on the ends there, but I found that my old crimper does better because it has the barrel shaped lug there, so that it would actually crimp it better for the wire. Wiring's done. The only thing I have to do now is just put electrical tape over this connection and this connection, and then wire tie these wires into place so they don't move, and then we'll turn the unit on and see what happens. Okay, I've got my wire ties in place, my cover's back on, and before I stick this unit up against this wall, I have to turn the unit on with the cover off just to make sure the green light's on. If the green light's on, I can put everything back together and everything's working the way it's supposed to. So let's go down and get this unit plugged up. So if you follow the instructions and everything is the way I was supposed to wire it, this is the big test. It says to turn power and AC breaker on, which I did. Turn the AC air conditioning to auto cool and set the thermostat to 55. And then we're gonna have to climb back on the roof and look at the soft start LED lights. The green light should be on, green. Means the compressor is running. There may be a full 3-minute delay before green light comes on. If there is no green light after 4 minutes, call Soft Start Technology Support for assistance. And then after establishing green light operation, reinstall all AC covers. And then it says turn AC on, set near to outdoor temperature, and run for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, operate AC as normal. So let's go ahead and start our AC unit and go to 55. Here's the test, people. Are we gonna have boom, or are we gonna have okay?
That's not
There we go. We have the green light. So we are air conditioning. Success. Well, this is the last part of the video segment, and I just want to put a disclaimer out there that this video is to show you what I do not what you should do. If you feel uncomfortable in doing these tasks, then I would just hire a professional to do it. Here are the things that I've learned so far in installing the SoftStartRV device. Number one, I would install this in a shaded area or a cloudy day. When I installed this, it was a cloudy day at about 82, 83 degrees. Then the sun came out and boy, the roof got hot. So my suggestion is if you don't like heat, install it late in the evening or in a shaded area or in a cool day. Number two, have all your tools ready and put them on the roof. The last thing you want to do is climb up and down a ladder to get more tools. So all your tools should be up there with you. Number three, the wire tool that they supplied me did great. It stripped the wire wonderfully. The wire tool just didn't meet my standard of crimping. Although you can flat crimp the wire, I wanted to barrel crimp the wire better, so I used my own crimping tool to crimp the wire into the barrel. It's up to you. You can decide which way you want. The tool that they do provide does work, but I just wanted additional crimping around the wire because I didn't want to climb up there again should a wire become loose. Although the wire is somewhat tight, with the wire tool they gave you, I still wanted to make a better secure connection. Number four, this project takes about 45 to 60 minutes for an install. For a novice, not too bad. The instructions provided were great. You can follow them and do the job. And if you do run into problems, I do have the number you can call to get a technician online with you. But I was able to follow the instructions, no problem. The only thing that was not provided with the installation kit was electrical tape. So you'll have to provide your own electrical tape. But everything else that came in the kit, everything was there to do the install properly. The results. On shore power, before the install of the soft start, you could actually hear the compressor on the AC roar or come on. You know how you can usually hear it kick in. After the install, I could barely hear. I couldn't even hear it. My wife says I've got bad hearing as it is, but anyways, the install with shore power, you could barely hear or not even hear the compressor come on. I couldn't hear the compressor come on. I also used that device to measure current. It wasn't fast enough to measure the inrush of current when the compressor came on, but it showed that we were running at 10 amps, which is a perfect number for me, because if you're at 30 amp shore power, I can run the air conditioning and microwave at the same time, so that's perfect. I also tested it with the gas generator with the AC, so I turned my generator on, and prior to the install of the smart switch or the soft start, the generator would have a surge noise. You could actually hear it surging when the air conditioning came on. After the install, I tried it with the generator and you could barely hear a surge. I mean, I won't even call it a surge. You knew something was coming on because it gave a little different noise, but it wasn't like it was when it was originally without a soft start. So that worked out good. I do recommend this upgrade. It will prolong the life of your AC unit, as well as if you have a gas generator, it will help to prolong its life as well. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next adventure.